Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Worsted Park. The auction's about to commence, so can I ask you to move the other side of the cafe into the auction room, please? Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Worsted Park. Welcome to our summer auction. It's been a great summer so far, hasn't it? Lovely sunshine, football, which was lovely and terrific. They did incredibly well. It did interfere with the viewings, and I apologise for that, but unfortunately it was necessary to reschedule some of our viewings on that Saturday. So thank you, those of you that came to those viewings and accepted our rescheduling of that. So we do apologise. I'm not going to chat for long. Again, pretty typical for the regulars amongst you. I'm going to mention the exhibitors. They're all here. They're all people that specialise. They're solicitors, bridging finance, letting agents. If you need the help of these people, do speak to them after the auction. Take their business cards, because they're all professionals. They all know what they're doing, so do chat to them. I'm going to quickly run through the procedure so you all know what's expected of you. And again, the regulars, I apologise because you hear me say this every time. As we run through the auction, we'll have it projected on the screen, so you won't be able to bid on the wrong lot. You may hear me mention that I have a telephone bid or a proxy bid. That's where I'm bidding on behalf of a third party. Once the hammer falls, you've purchased that property unconditionally. Unconditionally. That means there is no going back at that point. The legal packs that we have been prepared by the seller's solicitors, and they've been made available for you all to view. So you're buying on the basis of the legal packs that are available. Obviously, now is not the time to start bringing in questions. Unfortunately, if you have a question, it should have been satisfied, and my advice to you would be don't bid if you're concerned about that. Equally, for your own due diligence, we would advise you that you should have looked at the property and you should have your finance in place. And if any of those three are missing, my advice would be don't bid, because the fall of the hammer, you are committed to purchase. That's the long and the short of it. If you are the successful bidder, either Lorraine or Jill will pop out and see you. They've got some buyer information forms. All they ask for is your name, your address, the details of your solicitor, and they, at that point, will take from you your ID. So have your ID ready at that point. And they will then take it back to the clerking area, where they will prepare the contracts whilst the sale is still progressing. If they leave a sheet with you, try and catch their attention as soon as you can do, as soon as you've completed it. Because the sooner we can get the information back there, the quicker the sale will be, or the completions will be at the end. If you are the winning bidder, you'll be asked to stay behind after the auction, and at that point you'll be signing the contracts and paying your 10% deposit and your admin fees. If you happen to buy one of the latter lots, go and grab a cup of coffee or something straight away, because there will be a 15-20 minute delay whilst we handle them in lot order. So the first contract that we sign will actually be lot number 1. So if you buy lot number 13, you have got to wait for that to come through. That's really all I wanted to say. There has been some water. If anybody would like some water, there's still plenty of water there. Please don't dehydrate. I don't want anybody conking out on me mid-sale. I've got some here, so please don't conk out on me. Let's start with lot number 1. There it is on the screen. It's actually the rendered one in the middle. So this one here, number 10. Number 10, Sun Lane in Woodbridge. Woodbridge Town Centre. Charming little cottage. It's got double glazing. It's got gas central heating. It was tenanted when we took instructions. The tenant has actually moved out, so it is now vacant. So it was priced as a tenanted opportunity, but in fact, there's an even better bargain to be had now because it's now vacant. To put Sun Lane into perspective, a terraced house just up the road from it has just gone under offer at 270,000. So this one at 130 to 150 is an exceptionally good buy. There's no doubt about it. As far as an investment is concerned, the other properties in the area are making about 600 there or thereabouts, depending on what sort of kitchen. It does need a little bit of tidying up, but how well you present it. And I would also mention in the last auction we sold number 9, which was the red brick one, for 190. So again, it puts into perspective the guide price at 130 to 150. Right, let's start off. Somebody going to start me off at 130 and we'll see where we go with it. Somebody start me at 130 for it, Sun Lane. Who's here for it? Sun Lane 130, somebody. Nobody wants to buy Sun Lane. 130 I've got right at the back. I had 130, looking for 135 from somebody else. We're at 130 at the moment, looking for 135. 135 for it at Sun Lane. 135, thank you. 135. 140. 140. Take 142 if you like. We're at 140 at the moment. At 140, looking for 142. Anybody else want to join in at 142? Are we all done then? All done at 140. Can't quite sell it. Pop and see me. It's an exceptional buy at 140. We are very, very close. Literally very close. So we should be able to sort that out straight away after the auction. Hopefully, with a bit of luck. Let's move on to lot number 2. This is the Cart Lodge, Coddenham Road at Needham Market. There's a drone picture of it. As you can see, it certainly is a unique opportunity. It is a derelict property, as is very clear from that picture. Grade 2 listed. It stands on an island plot. It's bordered on either side, one by the river, another by the mill stream. Bosmere Lake, which is where it's located, has become a very popular destination for people. There's lots of parking. It's very picturesque. It works very, very well. We consider it would suit a variety of uses, and I'm sure that a lot of you have done your investigations as to what you can and can't do with it. So let's see where we can go with it. I'm actually on commission on this one, so I am able to start this one at 125 with me on proxy. It's with me on proxy at 25,000. Somebody want to give me 26 for it? It's with me at 25,000, looking for 26. 26,000, thank you. 27, somebody? 26 in the room now, looking for 27. 26 in the room, looking for 27. Anybody else here for it? Nobody else wants to buy this. Somebody's going to get a steal because I actually am out at that point. I started at the top of my bid. 27, thank you. 27 against you, sir. It's against you, 27, 28, 29. You in, sir? 30, 31, 2, 3. Yes? 3, 34, 35, 36, 37. It's going to keep going. 37, 38, sir? It's at 37 now. At 37, 38. I'll take the little one now if you like, sir. 8.5 then. 38.5 against you, sir. Anybody else want to kick in? We're at 38.5. So where are we going? 39, sorry, 39. And a half. 40. It's at 39.5. I can sell it to 40 if you like, sir. It's at 39.5. I'm going to sell. At 39.5, and I'm going to sell. For the first time of asking then, at 39,500. 40, thank you. 40. Got to worth it, isn't it? £500. Yeah. 40.5. 40.5. 41. 40.5 at the moment. 41. 40.5 at the moment. I'm going to sell. For the first time of asking at £40,500. Second time at £40,500. 40,100. Sorry, 41,000, beg your pardon. 41,000. 41 against you, sir. 41.5. 41,500. First time at 42. 42. Yep, 42,000. 42 against you. And a half. 3. And a half. Yep. Against you, it's 43.5. 44. Come on. Go on then. At 43.5, 44. Got to be strong. And a half. Yep. 44.5. 45. 44,500. I'm going to move on fairly quickly now. It's at 44,500. First time of asking then at 44.5. Second time at 44.5. Third and final time at 44,500. Sold, gentlemen, right at the back there. Well done, sir. Lot number 3. My screen isn't working, I've just realised. Here we go. Lot number 3. This is 20 Gibbs Road in Ipswich. Generated very strong pre-auction interest, this one. Why? Basically, you're buying a freehold, which is currently split into 3 totally self-contained flats. So it's yielding just under £17,000. Obviously, from an investor's point of view, it's nice because if one of the flat becomes vacant, it's not long before you can get somebody in again. So you've got a very steady income. The location is great. It's in an area where you know you're always going to be able to get tenants. And then on top of all of that, it's got huge potential. So if somebody wants to, they could actually develop it slightly further, possibly develop it to create another flat in there, or possibly even more than that. I don't know. Possibly an HMO. A lot of people have looked at it for a lot of different things. Again, I'm in a position where I'm going to start it on commission with me at 175. Looking for 5,000 from somebody to go up fairly quickly on this. It's 175 with me, low guide at 175. Somebody coming in at 180, 180, 185, 190, 195, 200, 205, 210, 215, 220. I'm out at 220. I'm out at 220. I can take 222 from somebody. We're at 220 and I can sell at 220. Make no mistakes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm surprised, but I'm going to sell. I'm out. It's 220 at the moment in the room, if we're all done. If we're all done, I'm going to put the hammer down. At 220. At 220, I'm going to sell. Right, for the first time of asking then, at 220,000. Second time at 220,000. Third and final time at 220. Sold, gentleman, there at the back. Well done, sir. Let's move on to lot number 4, shall we? There it is. What's known as the Spectrum Building, Dunlop Road in Ipswich, lot number 4. Guiding at 50 to 70,000. Very, very strong investment prospect here, this one. It's an ideal addition to any portfolio. Obviously, it's currently let at £550 a month, so it's showing a 13% gross yield, which is phenomenal, as far as I'm concerned. The building was converted from offices 4 years ago, so all the communal areas and that sort of thing were only done 4 years ago, so it's lovely, easy to manage and maintain building. The property itself is a one-bedroom flat, open-plan living kitchen, electric heating, parking space. Ticks a lot of boxes. Investors, you will always get tenants in this property. And again, it's one that I have a proxy bid on, or commission bid, whatever you want to call it. So I will be starting this one on proxy at 50,000. It's with me at 50. Looking for 52 from somebody. It's with me at 50,000, looking for 52 on it. 50,000, that's all, looking for 52. At 50,000, are we all done? At 50,000, are we all done? 2,000 somebody? I'm surprised. At 50,000, are we all done? 52, thank you. 52, thank you. 54 with me. 56. 58 with me. 58 with me. 58. 60. 62. 64. 66 with me. 66 with me on commission. It's with me now at 66,000. With me on commission at 66,000, looking for 68 from somebody. It's with me at 66,000. Anybody else want to kick in, or else I'm going to sell it? With me at £66,000. With me at 66,000, are we all done? I'm going to sell. Take the one if you like. 67, thank you. 68. You in? Yep. 69. 70. You in? No, it's at 70 with me then. It's at 70,000 with me now. At 70,000, looking for one from somebody else with 70,000 with me on proxy. And I'm selling. For the first time of asking then at £70,000. Second time at £70,000. Third and final time at £70,000. Sold on proxy. Moving on. Lot number 5 has been sold prior, as you are aware. So we move on to lot number 6. There it is. Nice inspiring photograph. Shame we didn't get the drawings of the house on there, really, but never mind. That's the plot you're buying. It's got planning permission for a lovely house on it, but still. It's great to have a little building plot in this auction. Building plots are becoming fewer and far between. So little builders and people like that who want to build themselves a project, they're getting more and more difficult to find. Those of you that are in the know will know this is East Ipswich. It's in a little driftway. The driftway is going to be enhanced in value. There's development at the end of it. There's planning on the right-hand side as well. So there's no doubt about it. Its value is going to go up. No doubt about it at all. It has planning permission for a modern 3-bedroom detached house with 2 bathrooms, for which there is always demand in East Ipswich. There's no doubt about that, always demand. A perfect, what I would call speculative opportunity. You can buy, build, sell, make a handsome profit on this particular plot. Guiding at 70 to 90, somebody can start me at 70. Somebody start me at 70, 60 then somebody start me off at 60,000, that's what I need. Somebody start me at 60 on it. Who's here for the plot at 60,000? At 60,000, I am looking for 60 from somebody. Nobody here for the plot. 60,000 I've got, thank you. 60 I have. Looking for 2 from somebody. 60 I have, looking for 2 from somebody else. At 60,000 I have, is that the limit? At 60,000, is that it? Looking for 2 from somebody else? 62, thank you. 64, 66, 68, 70, 2. 72 then, 72. 72. Take the 3 if you like. Take the 1, madam. You in at 73? Yep, 73 then, 73. 73 against you, it's at 73 at the back of the room. At 73 at the back of the room. At 73,000, are we all done? Looking for another 1 from somebody. At 73,000, it is a bargain, this one at 73. At 73,000, are we all done? 74, thank you. 74, 74, 74, 75, gentlemen there. 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At 85 then, I have 85. I have 85 there. Looking for 85. Looking for half if you like, so. Try him. No, at 85 then I have. Looking for the 6 from somebody, I'll take a half if you like. We're at 85 at the moment. At 85, looking for the half. Are we all done? At 85,000. All down at 85,000? Okay, and it's one of these ones that I can't quite do, but come and see me because we are incredibly close. And we ought to be able to do something post-sale on that one. Okay. Lot number 7, this is the flat 6 one, which, oh, that's been sold prior, so I do apologise. Lot number 8. Lot number 8. This is 60B West Stockwell Street, Colchester. There it is. It's actually the top 1, 2, 3, 4 windows, as you can see in that picture. There's then another floor above that as well. Certainly, if you're going to buy a flat in Colchester, this is where you'd want to buy one. In the Dutch Quarter, you can obviously throw a stone from there into the town centre. It's in the right place to be. 2 beds, 2 reception rooms, high-spec kitchen, luxury bathroom, gas central heating, parking. It ticks all of the boxes. It's currently let on an AST at £1,000 per month. That's currently reduced to £500 whilst there's a roof repair that's waiting to be done. Buyers that have looked at the legal pack will be aware of the fact that the new buyer will be responsible to pay their contribution towards getting that roof repaired. But put into perspective, this guide, together with the roof repair costs, you still are buying some £60,000, £70,000 below market value. So even once you've done that, very good value for money. Is somebody going to start me at 160 for it? Somebody start me at 160 on this one, please. Anybody here for it at 160? At 160, anybody? Nobody here for it at all? We'll pass that one. Let's crack on. Here we go. Botanic House, 28 Princess Street. Let's just clarify what you're bidding on. Stunning, absolutely stunning town centre building. Sited office opposite obviously the famous Norman Foster Willis building. There's only a couple of Grade 1 listed buildings in the town, one of which is the Norman Foster building there. Currently offices over 3 floors, although I would mention it did get planning permission in 2016 for conversion to 4 residential units. It is currently partly let, first and second floors, on a long-standing tenancy at will basis. Obviously, you've all looked at the legal pack, those of you that are interested. You must have satisfied yourself with regards to that particular tenancy and all other aspects of the legal pack, which is all there for you to see. Fundamentally, though, you're talking about a stunning property in a perfect location with a huge amount of potential for an owner-occupier, investor, developer. Just a stunning opportunity, this one. Okay, so we're guiding at 2 to 225. Is somebody going to start me off at 200? Somebody start me at 200? Start me at 180 then, and we'll go up in 5s to begin with. Start me at 180 and we'll go up in 5s. 180 I've got over there, thank you. 180, looking for 185 from somebody. At 180 I have, thank you, at 180. Looking for 185, I had 180. 180 I'll have, 185, thank you. 190, 95, at 200, at 205. At 205 I have here. 210, somebody else? We're at 205 at the moment, looking for 210. At 205 at the moment. Looking for 210, 210, thank you. 210, 215. 215 here. At 215, 220, thank you. At 220 I have. At 220. At 220 I have. At 220 I have. At 220 I have standing at the back. At 220. 22. 222. 222 I have. 222. 24. No, at 222 I have then. At 222 I have. At 222 here at the front. At 222 are we all done? 24. 24 I have. At 224. At 224 I have there. At 224 are we all done? At 224 I have, and I'm going to sell. Take the one if you like. Take the one if you like. We're at 224 at the moment. I can sell. At 224 I have then. At 224 I have, and I'll take 225 from somebody. At 224 I have then. At 224, and I'm going to sell. Are we all done then at 224? First time of asking then at 224. Second time of asking at 224. Third and final time at 224. Sold gentleman at the back there. Sorry, well played, sir. Lot number 10, here we go. Another one of our drone pictures here. This is the chalk bit, Littlebury Green Road, Saffron Walden. Quite a unique lot, and certainly I don't often get off pieces like this. A brownfield site, it was obviously a former chalk pit, 1.2 acres, and it's been in the same ownership for several decades. So, you know, it's a clean, nice little site, this one. All manner of potential uses. We've had people phoning us, telling us what they're going to do with it, and it does literally cross the broad. So it's not all the same thing. There's all sorts of things going to be used, potentially used for. I have to say, all of those uses are subject to planning. So you must bear that in mind when you're bidding. You must have done your own investigations prior to make sure that you are buying in that knowledge. Regarding this one at 15 plus, I do have a proxy on this one. So again, I shall start it on proxy at 15 because it's right at the bottom and see where we go with it. Starting at 15, somebody give me 16 and then we'll go in twos. 16, thank you. I want to go up in twos now. We're at 16, looking for an 18 from somebody. At 16, we're looking for an 18. I can take it to 18. Sorry, it's with me now at 18. 20, sir? 20, I'm out now at 20,000. Looking for 2 from somebody else? We're at 20,000, looking for a 2. At 20,000, looking for a 2. At 20, looking for a 2 from somebody else? Anybody else want to join in now? At 20,000 only. Looking for another 2,000 from somebody. I'm out on commission. It's in the room at 20,000. And I'm going to sell, if we're all done. 22, thank you. 24, sir. 26. 28. 30? No, it's at 28 then. 30. 30? At 30,000 then. I knew it was going to do a little bit more. At 30, I'll take the 1 from either of you gentlemen now. We're at 30,000 seated here at the beginning. 31, sir? No, definitely not. It's at 30,000 then. You out, sir, as well? Okay, it's at 30,000. I'm going to sell now at 30,000. Hammer's going to fall at 30,000. Hammer is up at 30,000. For the first time of asking then at £30,000. Second time at £30,000. Sold at £30,000. Thank you very much indeed, sir. Sorry, gentlemen, the nature of an auction. Luke, we have a telephone bidder? Yes? Okay. Right, moving on to lot number 11, 47 Beaconsfield Road. There it is. The one in the middle of the picture, obviously. Perfect little auction lot, this one. And what was very apparent at the viewings was you had 3 different types of viewer. You had your developer who's looking at it thinking, oh, I can buy this, do it up and sell it. You had an investor who's saying, I can buy this, sort it out, get it let. And you had the third group, which is the families thinking, oh, I'd like to help one of my children, grandchildren onto the property market. So it suits 3 different brackets of buyers, and that was very apparent at the viewing. The house itself has got double glazing, it's got gas central heating, but it does require some refurbishment, as you all know, because a lot of you came to have a look at it. So, guided at 80 to 100. I'd like to start it at 80, go up in twos, rather than 80,000 I have, thank you. Looking for a 2 from somebody. At 80,000 I have to my right. 82, 4, 6, 8, 90. 2, 4, 6, 8, 100. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, at 106 I have then. At 106, looking for a 7 from somebody. 7 I have, thank you. 107, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. No? Say a little one? No? 123 then, gentlemen seated there at 123. At 123 are we all done? Little one? 23 and a half then. 24. No? Okay, then at 124. At 124, I'll take a small one from somebody if you like. We're at 124 and selling. At 124 and selling if you're all done. First time of asking then at 124 and a half. 25. You can have it? Okay, at 125, gentlemen seated there at 125 if we're all done. For the first time of asking then at 125,000. Second time at 125. Third and final time at 125. Sold gentlemen there. Well done, son. We move on to lot number 12. There it is, the property that we have in Enfield, this one. 52 Totteridge Road. I believe again we have a telephone bidder. We have a telephone bid. I have a proxy bid as well. 52 Totteridge Road, Enfield. Another classic auction lot, this one. Little 2-bedroom end terraced house. It needs everything doing to it. In the catalogue we describe it as a blank canvas, and those of you that have seen it will know it is a blank canvas. There's a huge amount of opportunity to do something with this one. Sorry about the delay from the last auction. We had a slight blip on the probate being granted because there was a couple of successive probates that needed to be applied for. That's all been done now, so it's been given a clean bill of health as far as sale is concerned, so whoever buys it now, it's a very straightforward transaction. It's going to appeal to speculators, again, and also investors. Right, to make life easy, again, I'm on proxy. I'm going to start it at 225, and we'll see where we go with it. Starting with me at 225. Looking for somebody to take me to 230. With me at 225 as a proxy bid. Telephone bidder. With me at 225. 230 on the phone. 230 on the phone. Anybody want to join in? I'd rather it was in the room, but I have got a proxy. 230 on the phone. 230 on the phone. I'll take it to 235 on proxy. With me at 235 then. With me at 235, 240. 240. 240. 240 on the phone. 245 with me again on proxy. 245 with me on proxy at 245. 250 and I'm out. It's now on the phone at 250. It is now on the phone at 250 I'm going to sell. At 250. Anybody want to put 2 on there very quickly? I can't because I'm out, but if somebody else wants to, if they've ventured up here for the day, it might be worth popping a couple on there just in case. It's at 250 at the moment on the phone, if we're all done. And I'm selling. At 250. First time of asking then at 250,000. Second time at 250. Third and final time then at 250,000. Sold at 250. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for coming to the auction today. Before I offer the last lot, just look forward to seeing you again in September. And remember, if you've got property to sell and you want to discuss whether auctions are the right mechanism for you, please don't hesitate to to speak to one of the team, our advice is free and without obligation, so don't hesitate to give us a call. Lot number 13, this is 34 Fairfield Road, Saxmundham. There it is. Pretty little cottage, this one. A lot of you will know my view on late entries. I tend to only take them if I'm very confident about them. This particular one offers some really good prospects to buyers, which is why we've got it in. Got a lovely homely feel when you go in, and it's got some really interesting features as well, as those of you that have seen it will know. Offers a great deal of scope to enhance and make some money out of this one as well. So it's going to work for the investors and also the developers amongst you. Guiding at 100, 120. We have a telephone bid still online. Somebody start me off at 100,000? Somebody start me at 100 on it, see where we can go with it? 100 I have, thank you. 100 seated in front of me. Looking for 102. 102 from somebody with 100,000 seated in front. Telephone, you in? So only 100,000, 102 against you, sir. 102 against you. 104, 6, 8, 10, 12, 12, 14. No? 114 in the room then. Add 114, worth a one. It's a nice cottage. 15. You insert 16? Got, you want a half at this stage? All right then, I'll take the half. 15 and a half, sorry. It's worth it for 500 quid, isn't it? 16? Nice project for you. 16 I have then. 16 I have. And a half. Is that half, sir? Yes, it is. 16 and a half against you. 16 and a half there. 16 and a half against you. 17. 17. 17 against you, sir. And a half then. Gentleman there at the back at a half. You out? At 117, telephone bidder, do you want to join in now? No? 117,000 in the room, then I'm going to sell. Last chance. 117,000. Hammers up. First time of asking then at 117 and a half. And a half. 17 and a half here, sir. With this gentleman here at 117 and a half against you. At 117 and a half we're going to sell then. Are you out? Yes, 118. It's yours now by the looks of it. At 118,000. First time of asking then at 118,000. Second time at 118,000. Third and final time at 118,000. Sold. Sorry, guys. Thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming to the auction. Look forward to welcoming you all in September. Thank you.